Experience an evening of innovation to engage with a new generation of yacht owners. Revolutionize the industry as we know it and place yourself at the leading edge of the trend curve. This is VriThink's Night Out. This is your future.
A thought. 8 million tonnes a year goes in, 7 trillion cigarette butts a year go in. How do we do it? How do we let it happen? More importantly, how do we get it out? And how do we stop it happening? I want you to think of a number. Think of how many litres of water a day we need to filter globally to fix this issue. Just think of a number. I'll come back to it at the end. The sea bin, as well as being a machine that filters the water and collects whatever's floating on the surface, it'll catch everything except that swims away. Because none of us like to see scenes like this when we go on our holidays or we go to our beach. We're sailing our yacht, we're on our adventure holiday. Over the last 2 years, I've seen 60 countries. I've been to uninhabited places where there's no human impact. But there's one thing that I always see in every single spot I go, including when I walk out in this street tonight. Cigarette butts, rubbish, plastic. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, it's there. This is Andy, my younger brother. He invented it. And why did he invent it? There was scum and surface in the marinas. There was rubbish everywhere. How do we fix it? How do I stop having to clean the bottom of the racing boat every day? Well, you come up with an idea. If I've got rubbish bins on the land, why can't I have them on the water? And you go and talk to governments and councils and people with checkbooks and say, I've got a rubbish bin that'll suck everything within 400 metres. Are you interested? Yes. Yeah, that's a great idea. We don't have to put the rubbish in the bin anymore. It's on the water. I'm not interested anymore because governments seemingly only have a concept that they're responsible for the waste that's on the land. So when I did economics at school all that time ago, my economics teacher told me, don't worry about inventing or making a product for which there is no market or nobody to sign the checks which you're going to survive. Guess what we did? We invented a product and made something of which no one signs the checks for which you are to survive. So not only have we created a new market, a new sense of awareness and education, a new sense of young people in the planet going, why are we here? Why have we done this? We've created a wave of understanding, a wave of moving towards a solution. With over 2 billion e-interactions since we started up 3 years ago, we're slowly chipping away, making that difference and making that change. If there's one thing that I'd like every one of you to do tonight, today, tomorrow, next week, just be conscious of your waste. Don't worry about using it. Worry about how you dispose of it. Worry about how it's treated. Where's it going next? You don't have to see everything that's out in the streets here like we do, because the environment we're creating won't be looking like this at all. It's up to each and every one of us individually to make that change. We now have product in 52 countries, from being in production for 15 months. We have 4 new products coming out next year to expand our range, to increase the scope of our solution. There is no one product that will fix this issue that we have. It's so dynamic, it's so large that there's scope for so many solutions to be able to fix this. It's been built up over a number of years, over only 40 years, but how long has civilization been with us on the planet? So we can catch small things with microplastics, microfleeces. It's amazing what you see when you pull a catch bag out to see how small the stuff is there. There seems to be an attraction of small things onto big things that will hold within the bag. Even though the denier of our catch bag is 2 millimetres, we're catching items that we've seen in the microscope measured in the nanos, which you can't see on the naked eye. I'm not saying we're catching absolutely everything, but we're catching some things. So the way a sea bin works is I can't show you a video. So I'd encourage you all to have a look in 5 minutes on your website, on our website, seabinproject.com. And our existence today is thanks to booking.com. We won a grant from them a few years ago, which enabled us to take our product into commercialisation and now deliver that around the world. These little beauties of the plastic bags. The guy that designed the plastic bag didn't design it for one use. He designed it so it could be used forever. Unfortunately, in our convenience of lifestyle, we now use them once and then are done. So have a reflection. How many litres of water do we need to filter? I don't have the answer to that, but I can tell you, in the time that I've been talking here, sea bins around the world, while you've been listening to me, have filtered 2 million litres of water. Over the course of the day, we've filtered 500 million litres of water from 800 installations in 52 countries. We're not even dealing with this much of the issue. We need to deal with so much more of the issue. And we will do that progressively. And how we do that is with a social media push and by using education awareness of going out to the people and to the communities, of simply changing the easiest of behaviours, which can have a dynamic effect of how we change the way that our environments look in the future. Our team is the 5 of us that's Australian based. We have Julia Reiser, who's our Chief Scientist, Mahi, who runs our not-for-profit foundation, which takes care of all our education and awareness, all our science and research. We're working on a new pollution index because we have such a reach around the world. That's giving us a great data set in which to move forward with that. Thank you very much.